Thank you so much. It is wonderful to be here. Let me pull this program here. I was looking here at the at my bio, right? And the bottom of it, it says, let me just see, where is it at? Just wanted to point this out. David resides in Connecticut with his lovely wife, Tanisha, his 3 boys, David, Jamal, and Andre. You see, this is what happens when I talk. You sleep now. It's David, Jamal, and Andre, and his lovely daughter, Nazaria. Now, guys, it creates this picture, right? It's like this image you see. You see this image of this handsome man. That's me. This handsome man, right? Right? Yes, yes. And my lovely wife and these 4 well-mannered children. And I'm just here to let you guys know that that is definitely not the case. It's not my world. That is just not my world. My wife, she's not here today, which means that I can talk about her. That was one of the things I told her. She, I mean, I go through, I know a couple of guys in here married. I go through the same thing with, you're in the bed and honey, I need a blanket, and I'm like trying to figure out why didn't you ask me this while I was up? So then, you run downstairs. But keep in mind, that's in my head. I don't say that. You keep that in here. You don't actually say, why did you get me up? You just do it. You just do it. And then I have my middle son, Jamal, who called me up the other day and asked, Dad, there's these new sneakers. Jamal is a scholar. He's a smart kid, right? He has this Bronx side that's like, yo, Dad, yo, Dad, right? And then he has the scholarly side where he gets these good grades. He won't give me the scholarly side, no matter how I beg him to give me that scholarly side. It's always, yo, Dad, there's these sneakers. Cost like $200, and I need you to get them. Now, see, that you don't have to keep inside. No. You just let that go. No. And then there's my older son who graduated from Hampton University last year. Please, somebody. Amen. He's not as bright. Don't tell him. He's not as bright as Jamal. But, he got out. We got him out. He called me up. When he graduated, he called me up and he said, Dad, I think I need like about a year to just get myself together. I don't think I'm going to be working. I think I'm just going to take a year off, just get my thoughts together. You got me? You got me? You got me, Dad? I said, yeah, I got you a job. I'll get you a job. And then there's Nazaria, my queen, my little princess. The other day, Nazaria said, Dad, I have a cut right here. And I said, where's it at, Nazaria? Dad, it's right here. I said, Nazaria, I don't see anything. Dad, it's right here. Nazaria, I don't see anything. Dad, could you get me a Band-Aid and can you get me an ice pack like Mom has when her back is hurting? I said, Nazaria, listen, you want to go to the doctor? Dad, I feel better. I feel better right now. It's all better. Matter of fact, I'm going to bed right now. Right? If you're part of the Asbery family, you can get stuck out. You just stick you out there. That's right. And Andre, who's asleep, as soon as I open my mouth, that's what happens. Andre falls asleep. And I hope that doesn't happen to any of you guys out there. Everybody sleep. But Andre's issue, Andre's 3 years old, and his issue is, Dad, I didn't make it to the bathroom in time. I didn't make it to the bathroom in time. And I'm like, shh, and he's like, yes, that's exactly what it is. I didn't make it to the bathroom in time. But the main thing that I'm getting at is, we do what we need to do as dads. We play our role, and we do what we need to do. We are committed to being dads. And that's what I'm sharing actually with all of you gentlemen in this room today. That you guys have come together. You guys have been here through the course, and in your heads, you're all saying to yourself that hopefully you're saying to yourself that I'm going to be committed to be a better dad. a more involved dad. You can't come into this program and leave the same way. Your wives have to see something different. Your significant others have to see something different. They have to, you know, that, yo, I did it. You know what I mean? Like, I am a dad, and I understand how imperative and how important my role is. You know, and I can go on until I'm blue in the face about telling you guys about how important you are, but I just wanted to do a little bit of my scholarly reading from school and just let you guys know what the researchers are saying. Not what Scott is saying, not what Warren's saying, but what some of the researchers are saying about your role. In recent years, emerging literature has focused on the issue of quality, such as the parenting behaviors of fathers and their relationships between father and child. Researchers believe that fathers' contribution or lack of contribution may significantly impact their child's healthy growth and development. Studies have demonstrated that quality father involvement benefits the child. There is also evidence that displays of warmth and support from fathers are associated with lower levels of anxiety, depression, delinquency, drug use amongst adolescents. A father's presence often increases self-esteem, academic achievement, perfect example, academic achievement, and stability in peer relations. Strong fathers, which we all have in this room here, right, also help support the functioning and well-being of mothers, the family system, and the home environment. Pretty much everything that you just heard a little while ago. This is what you guys do. That's what the researchers say. Not me. If you don't want to believe me, that's what the researchers are saying. They believe in you guys. However, there's always a however. All right? So this is the other side of it. However, children who grow up without ongoing contact with their biological fathers are at a disadvantage across the board of array of outcomes. Thanks to emerging research on the topic of fatherhood, we are now able to acknowledge the relationship between father absence and specific pathologies in society, such as crime and teenage pregnancy. In addition, teenage boys without their father are notoriously prone to trouble. Young boys are more at risk of first-time substance abuse and are more likely to use drugs. The research shows that adolescents without fathers at the home are significantly more likely to be held back a grade, truant and are suspended from school, to run away from home, and to have trouble with the police. Without a father, mother and child are 5 times more likely to live in poverty, twice as likely to drop out of school. 80% of adolescents in psychiatric hospitals come from broken homes, and 70% of juveniles in state reform institutions grew up in a fatherless home. As noted by Brother Cornel West, who I kind of think is one of the smartest men in the world, he simply said, I mean, it's not rocket science here, he simply said, fatherhood and fathering are important to the well-being of children. Now, you guys, you take that home with you. Take that and keep it. Keep it in your mind when you think about this program. Take it when you're sharing your moments with your children. Take it when you're reflecting about your children. Because you got to think, if you're not there, that means that something could happen. It sounds like to me that you count. Sounds like to me you count.